at Anfield, and delighted we can speak to one of the goal scorers now. Cody Gakpo joins us live from Anfield. Cody, very, very good afternoon to you. So it feels like as a team now you're developing some momentum, 4 wins in the last 5. Do you feel as a team, after what was such a difficult start of the season, you're beginning to get back to something like your best as a side?
Yeah, I think it was a good afternoon, and like you said, it's true. I think we step by step we're getting a better team, and obviously we had a difficult moment during the season, but hopefully these last games are the start to something beautiful.
Cody, congratulations on your goal. You were 3-0 up at half-time, and I called it was game over. West Ham came out, put a good fight up, but then you came out convincing. How much did you have to work for that? I know it was 5-2, but you still had to work for it.
Yeah, of course we worked very hard, even in the first half. I think we scored out of 2 set pieces, or maybe 3 even. And yeah, obviously the score 5-2, but I think the game was much closer than the end result. The good side, and we had to work very hard.
Hi Cody, Sue Smith,
hello.
Congratulations. It's coming towards the business end of the season. You're in good form, obviously. What do you think the team can achieve this year?
Yeah, obviously we're coming to the end of the season. We're still in the Champions League, still in the FA Cup, and fighting for top 4 at the moment in the league. So I think yeah, there's a lot to play for, and hopefully we can keep the momentum we have and build on it and keep getting better as a team. So to end the season in a beautiful way.
Cody, you just touched on scoring from set pieces there. You got 4 before today and you get 3 in 45 minutes. How important is it for you all to come together and score in different ways?
Yeah, very important. I think in some games, when a game is stuck, or then you know that you can even score from a set piece, which we lacked maybe in other moments during the season. And yeah, it's very important to score in different ways, from open play, from set pieces, from everything, and yeah, that's good.
Wolves away to come next on Tuesday, Cody, and then you've got them again in the 5th round of the FA Cup. And then it's Galatasaray. What was the team's reaction to that Champions League last 16 draw yesterday?
Yeah, obviously we looked at it, and yeah, we're up for a fight. We've been there this season already, which was a difficult game for us. We lost. So yeah, we know what we're up against, and yeah, we have to perform even better.
Cody, really appreciate your time this afternoon. Thanks ever so much for joining us. Congratulations on the win and the goal this afternoon. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much, guys. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, and you too.
Right, let's have a look then at the tables, and this is what that win means for Liverpool. Puts them up into 5th and just outside the top 4 on goal difference. But as I mentioned, Manchester United, of course, in Super Sunday action tomorrow from 2 at home to Crystal Palace. Manchester City minus Erling Haaland, who's picked up a slight knock in training, so he hasn't travelled for their game away at Leeds United in the Saturday night football that gets underway in just under 15 minutes' time. A chance for City to draw within 2 points of Arsenal, who go tomorrow in the final part of Super Sunday at home to Chelsea. Aston Villa remaining in 3rd, but after that defeat away at Wolves last night in the Friday night football, a chance for the team around them to begin to close the gap. But Chelsea dropping down into 6th ahead of that date with Arsenal tomorrow. Brentford remain in 7th after that incredible game at Turf Moor this afternoon, where in the end they won by 4 goals to 3. What a result for Everton, going to St James's Park and winning by 3 goals to 2, and that takes David Moyes' side up into 8th onto 40 points, 3 behind Brentford, and Bournemouth dropping down into 9th after that draw at home to Sunderland earlier today. Fulham will go into that game tomorrow at home to struggling Tottenham Hotspur in the top half on 37 points. Well, in terms of the bottom, West Ham United's defeat at Liverpool means they remain in the bottom 3. It gives Nottingham Forest a chance to pull away tomorrow from 2 p.m. on Super Sunday. They're away to Brighton tomorrow. For Burnley, they remain in 19th on 19 points. But for the last couple of weeks, it could have been so much more. But they're 8 points away from safety. That could grow tomorrow. And Wolverhampton Wanderers, of course, remain bottom. But the big moment for them last night with that win against Villa is that they move on to 13 points, therefore surpassing the record low in the Premier League set by Derby County of 11 points. Well, 19 goals we had in our 3 Premier League games this afternoon. 7 of them came at Anfield as Liverpool put West Ham to the sword, winning by 5 goals to 2. The man you saw a moment ago, Hugo Ekitike, getting the opening goal of the afternoon, his first in 5. Virgil van Dijk getting the second. The first 3 all coming from set pieces. There was a bit of a recovery from West Ham in the second half, but Liverpool running out 5-2 winners in the end, and that makes it 4 wins in the last 5. They're outside the top 4, only on goal difference at the moment. Manchester United still sitting in 4th, and of course they have their game that you can see on Super Sunday tomorrow at home to Crystal Palace. Can Michael Carrick's unbeaten start continue as the Reds' interim boss? But for Liverpool this afternoon, job done against West Ham. West Ham United stay in the drop zone. It's now 1 win in the last 53 away league games. A second goal gets ruled out for Burnley. I mean, that is absolute heartache.
Say the rules are the rules. I mean,
well, absolutely.
The first one was offside, and if it does hit his arm, you know, you look at it there. Joe Worrell does really well. Aggressive, goes and wins it. To be fair, Ashley Barnes not really getting any. By the way, there's one angle it looks as if it does. There's one angle as if it does hit his arm, and there's another angle that might just hit his midriff here and it just falls down.
It's a bit of a mix of everything.
I think this could stand, and if it does, Mike, it's at about 7 or 8 looks at it, and it's wrong.
Well, someone's getting.
Are you changing your mind?
Well, no, because my first call, I said to Dorsey it could be chalked off, but then I think it's probably it's hard, you know. I think it's hard. It can go either way. It can go either way.
Well, obviously,
because it's not conclusive for me if it the angle we've seen, if it's hit his arm or it's hit
But
inside.
Dino, is there anything conclusive from what you can see there?
Not the pictures that we've seen and we've all seen. No, because one said handball, one thinks it may be his midriff. So between us now, we've all
got to get the goal then.
There's one angle. It does look as if it hits his hand. There's another angle. It looks as if it's a midriff.
Oh, that's a bad angle, that one, isn't it?
That's not a good angle, but there are others that make it look very different, Boyd. I mean, this is a nightmare for Paul Tierney. He could be here all night.
I don't think it's conclusive. I think the goal has to be given here. I think the goal has to be given.
Well,
I don't think.
Look at the pictures of Paul Tierney having a good look again. This could go on for some time, Dino.
It could, Dean. Thanks,
Dean.
Thomas.
Well, welcome to the public school version of Soccer Saturday. You're a warm welcome, but it could go on for a while, couldn't it? It's a massive call.
It does take some pulling, to be fair, because we've seen 3. It's gone now for probably 3 or 4 minutes. A couple of us have said arm, a couple have said midriff. I think the way they're looking at it now, I think it's going to be more than likely going to be chalked off because it's hit his hand.
You what?
No goal. I think it'd be
2 minutes. I mean, at the moment, referee Sam Barrett is chatting to the players. The wait just
Sam
continues.
Barrett, he's speaking.
I mean, normally we'd be knee deep in the classifieds at this point, but we're still staring at Turf Moor.
It's a good job.
Right, Boyd, come on.
He would have changed his mind about 5 or 6 times already. Here we go. What are you going for, Dino?
It's chalked off. What? Be chalked off. Yeah.
Chalked off?
I think it will be chalked off. Yeah.
You think it will?
Yes.
You sound like a man who knew.
I do.
Well, all eyes.
He'll give a goal now.
Sam Barrett.
He'll probably give a goal now.
I mean, this is going on for an absolute age, but they've already chalked one off. That was Ian Fleming's second of the afternoon. The boo's already ringing out. Scott Parker down on his haunches at the moment, chewing his fingers. He can't look because it's a big moment. Big moment. It's been an extraordinary. I mean, it's been an extraordinary game, Boyd, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, Sam Barrett is.
The game deserves it to be 4-4.
I mean, they have to get it right, don't they? But here we go.